We are missing one girl, though.
No,
Tatiana was this cool too, 'cause she was like smoking and singing.
She's on the water wall, right?
She was that, but then she was also sitting on the sofa with like smoke coming out of her mouth. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Whoever answers, and you guys just take turns answering, and we'll get. I mean, I don't want to go each time, but if you want to answer it too. Okay. I was a huge George Michael fan before I did this video. I mean, I love the Faith album. I thought it was different and new. But were you guys, I mean, did you listen to George Michael before, or did you just, were you fans before?
I liked Wham a lot, and I liked the last album too.
I own it.
You own it. We all own it. But do you like it? And
Yes.
listen to it? Yeah. Had you heard this song before in the new album, or I didn't? I got a copy of it the day before I was supposed to lip sync.
I've been listening to it before.
She did have a copy in Italy.
I liked it.
I had
when
it
first
too.
heard it.
It's true. Naomi at the Terry Mugler show had it in her Walkman. This song in particular, and this whole album, sort of the whole idea of it, is talking about fame and sort of doing things to please other people, and how the public perceives you a certain way, and almost you get trapped in that image. And I think George is really sort of evaluating that and talking about it. And I love the song for that reason. I
do
like the
too.
words.
Me too.
I think it's great that he's doing that. I think his whole new thing about hiding behind the scenes as opposed to being up there showing himself to be criticized, I think it's incredible.
How did you guys even get involved with doing the video?
We all
From the
appeared on a
agency.
British Vogue cover, January 1990, the 5 of us, and that's where the
You
inspiration
remember.
came
No, I remember
from.
doing it, but I
It
didn't
was
know where
you, Cindy,
No, I'm Cindy.
Turley. No, I said
Oh,
you,
you, Cindy.
Cindy.
Oh, me,
you,
myself, Cindy. Okay.
Crawford, the girl of the decade.
Wait, then well, let's do everyone's
Christy,
names then.
Turlington, moi,
Linda Evangelista.
Naomi, and Tatiana, and that's where it came from.
That's
Yeah.
where he got the idea from? David Fincher is like one of the best video directors, and that's part of the reason that I wanted to do the video, because I think he's great. Did you like working with him?
I'd only heard about him because of the Express Yourself video and because of the commercial that you did for Revlon with him, and I'd heard great things about him, and I thought it was great working with him. He knows exactly what he wants, and he's very quiet and very, he's really easy to work with.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he wants. That's what I thought was great. When I came in, and we were each there on a separate day, and Naomi had gone already, and I was there on the second day of shooting, I think, the second day. Tatiana was there also the same day I was. And they told me, okay, here's your picture, here's what you're doing. You're in the tub, you're doing this, you're in the mirror in the bathroom, and that's your shot. It was completely drawn out, you just did it. And I think each of us had sort of our own concept. So how did they explain your concept to you?
I was supposed to be walking around through a room with the sheet on singing, but I don't know exactly where it falls into the whole storyline. The whole thing, to me, I'm curious to see it because there were so many different ideas that they had. I couldn't imagine them being,
And each one was really
blended.
specific.
Yeah.
Linda, what were you
Linda
doing?
starts the video.
No, Linda opens the video.
I'm sitting on the
We
floor
hope.
in the house, sitting on the floor, and I'm bored. And there's something with the tea kettle, how they're going to fit it in. I don't know. That's the genius about editing. I have no
Right.
idea. And I pick up the remote control, and on comes George Michael's song, and we all, of course, we're all lip singing to the song like you do at home when you put on the music, crank it up, and when nobody's there watching you, when you're totally alone, of course you sing along. And that's what we're all doing. In the beginning, I'm bored, and I get into it in the end.
And Naomi, if they don't edit you completely out of the video, Naomi's afraid that she's going to get out of the video.
Well,
so if they don't,
I'm like, maybe I could have a Hoover in my hand. I'm in the house, and I have the headphones on, and I hear the song, and I start singing like. And
She could have a
I'm
Hoover
like,
in her
I'm
hand.
dancing. I'm like the one who has to stretch and touch her body.
lip syncing, first time for me to have to do. I had done like voiceovers and for commercials, but singing someone else's song is really hard.
I've done so many, like 20 commercials. I've never had to open my mouth before. Nothing came out, but I had to open my mouth. It was a new experience, totally.
I've done it once.
Naomi
I did a lot of faking it.
I did it freestyle.
Well, and Naomi had the first day of shooting, and they were being very picky about matching
The
up
words.
lip sync.
Except for when I got in there, I was so nervous about getting it down pat, and I did get it so down pat that they said, "You're doing it too perfect." Now it looks
everyone
like
else
you.
looks off.
Now it looks
Video
like
is
you
me.
that's singing the song.
They said to me,
They said that to everybody because
I'm
George
sure
said
they
to me,
did.
George said, "Oh, I'll grow long hair and they'll think I'm you." So, or
I guess
that
they
he'll
did.
think that, I don't know. I can't read off a teleprompter because I'm nearsighted, and it never works for me when I do my MTV show, when I do anything, I memorize. And I did that song, but I guess you guys had the teleprompter on set?
I had the teleprompter. The only thing is the words come up exactly when he starts to sing them. So when I was looking at the teleprompter, I would miss the first 2 words of the line, so I then gave it up.
Yeah, but don't you find that, like for me, a teleprompter, it's like,
It's very distracting.
especially like when you're supposed to be looking in the camera and I'm like, my eyes are like
I'll tell you,
glancing off. And then if you lose your place on the teleprompter, you freak out because then you totally lose it.
I didn't use it that often, but it was like a security blanket.
Yeah,
it was there.
Probably just to know it's there helped more than
it did.
anything.
But by the end, I knew the song off by heart after hearing it 100 times.
By
So he
heart?
got it. And George did help. George did help. He was in the van with me at lunch, and he helped me through the whole thing.
He said to me, he came in, like he showed up and I'd been there waiting because Tatiana was shooting first. So I get there, I'd flown in from Athens that morning, you know, rushed right from the airport to the thing, and I sit there for 5 hours not doing anything. Then George comes in and he's like, so do you know the words? And I said, yeah. And he said, okay, sing them to me. And I go, I can't sing to you. I said, put the tape on and I'll do it, you know, loud. So I'm not really confident about my singing. Everyone thinks because we're all top models that we have this huge rivalry going. And in this video, they're using 5 really top girls. Do you think that because the other girls did it, would it make you more likely to do it or less likely to do it? I mean,
I think you should do it not because who else is doing it. Do it if you want to do it, if you feel.
yeah, but also,
I like the idea of having us,
all of us,
5 of
great.
us, because we're all friends, do it, and it would be a nice thing to have 20 years from now.
Right.
To say.
okay, so now we're going to sing from...
No, I'm not going to sing.
Yes, we
Yes,
are.
you are.
I can't sing.
We're going to do the part. No.
And I don't belong to you.
All we have
To say now is I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me.
Well, let's do that part and they can cut it short.
Okay.
Because it's easier to get into that,
Where do we
that
start
second
from?
part with the first one.
Can we have some background?
All we have
We
to
need some
do-
background music.
I wish we had background. We don't
Okay.
want background. It'll be funnier without.
Yeah, well, we're not into funny, right? We're not into funny. All we have to do.
Naomi,
It'll be better if it's
Take
fucked up.
these lives.
we need the
all we
key.
have to do. We have to do now is take these lies and make them true somehow. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. Yeah, yeah! Hi, I'm Cindy Crawford. Stay tuned for the week.
Christy